Bill Mercer, one of the most recognized names in the history of Metroplex sports broadcasting.
You can't write the history of sports in Dallas-Fort Worth without Bill Mercer being prominently mentioned. One of the things that always attracted me to the people that I admired was versatility, and no one had it more than Bill.
From a news anchor at KRLD Radio in the late 1950s and early 60s, where he was on the beat during the Kennedy assassination, to the baseball fields as the play-by-play voice of the Dallas Rangers, Dallas-Fort Worth Spurs, and the original play-by-play announcer for the Texas Rangers.
Burroughs takes a short lead at first, the infield very close to pitch. Here a ground ball in the hole, base hit left field.
The voice of the Dallas Cowboys from 1966 to 1972.
Dallas leading 17-3, and they're at the 7-yard line of Miami. And Staubach drops back to pass. That's up. Pass to Inflow. Touchdown! It's the hammer, Mike Ditka.
A part of the legendary Ron Chapman Morning Show on KVIL, and of course, the ringside announcer for World Championship Wrestling.
The world champion, Nature Boy, Ric Flair.
And Kerry Von Erich. Back with Jake the Snake Roberts. Kerry with a blow to the head. Here comes the Snake back. He's got a drop.
He was always a little bit professorial. He was kind of intelligent and seemed like he was a little bit above the fray, and yet had a great rapport with just Joe Fan doing football and doing all the college sports and baseball. And now we're going to come do the wrestling at the Sportatorium. It's a whole different demographic, and that's probably what he's best known for, ironically. And those people loved it, and they should have.
And through it all, Bill was the voice of North Texas athletics from 1959 to 1994.
Give to Darren Collins a hold to the 25, to the 20, 15, 10, 5, touchdown Collins for North Texas, 32 yards right up the middle.
Doing games coached by Otis Mitchell, describing plays made by Abner Haynes and Mean Joe Green. In the Hayden Fry years, the Deion Hunter layup. There's just so many things that he witnessed and described to so many North Texas fans for so many years.
Bill gave back to the industry and the school that he loved. He was the first station manager for KNTU, the North Texas campus station, and served as a faculty member in the radio, television, and film department, most notably in the sports broadcasting class, where he inspired students in 5 different decades to follow in his footsteps.
And all you have to do is look at the landscape of outstanding sportscasters in our state who came out of the North Texas program. And those people, they don't have Bill Mercer's fingerprints on them. It's his whole handprints, and his DNA is all over you guys.
Infield drawn in, and Hamilton hits the first pitch way up in the upper deck, and the Rangers take the lead.
It's Terry from Dirt, shot fake, gives it up, Dirt, a shot fake, now they get a clean look, and a 3, and they hit it to tie the game. Dirt holsters up the guns, 38 for the tall baller from the G.
All the hopes for the national championship come down to this play. Young from the shotgun. Back to throw. Vince looks. Under pressure. He'll tuck it in and run. Vince to the 5. Young. Touchdown, Texas. Touchdown, Vince Young. He's done it again. Vince Young has given the Longhorns the lead.
Miller to run the option right side. The freshman's going to keep it. 5-yard line. Goal line. Touchdown, North Texas. And the freshman Andrew McNulty puts North Texas on the board.
Maybe above all, he wanted us to enjoy ourselves, be ourselves. We didn't have to be a robot. But there was, I guess, a work ethic that he wanted every student that came into his class to at least embrace.
As a tribute to Bill's service to the university, tonight we unveil the Bill Mercer Press Club, the dining room on the press level at Apogee Stadium that will forever bear the name of the legendary voice of the Mean Green.
That summer before I went to college, I was talking to my uncle, and he said, you know, they have a great broadcasting school, sports broadcasting school at North Texas. And so that's why I went there. And the reason they had a great sports broadcasting school was because of you. And there's not a day that goes by that I don't think about you, or that I don't think about something that you taught us. We don't always apply it at the ticket on our job, but we try to. And yours was the one class that I never ever missed. It was my favorite class throughout my childhood, into my high school and college education. I never, ever missed that class, and I made it a habit of missing every other class that I ever took. So I wanted to thank you for your tremendous influence in my life and in my career, and congratulations on this honor. It is well deserved.
I'm proud that the guys that I worked with at KNTU, George Dunham, Craig Way, Craig Miller, and others, have worked hard to make this possible, and I know they feel like I do that much of our success in this business we owe to you because of what we learned from you. You're the very best. Thanks for taking an interest in me, for getting me my first job, and for letting us be a part of your broadcast as young students. We love you. God bless, and congratulations.
Never missed a day of class because it was a fun one to go to. Never knew what day we were going to get you to stop down for the whole hour and a half and tell us about the Von Erichs and world-class championship wrestling. But there's also many times that I get done broadcasting a game and I know that a lot of what I learned directly from you is what made me have a good broadcast that day or that night. From little things like describing the play well, from not saying a guy's on the 55-yard line, to always remembering to give the score, the time, who's leading, and what's critical of the game. You gave us so many great tricks, things like that. There's no way I could do play-by-play without the things I learned from you. And day-to-day things too in my regular job, because so many great lessons we learned from you in broadcast sports. We take that with us every day. So again, congratulations on the honor.
When I first signed up for the class, I thought, this is really cool that I'm going to get to be in the class of the guy that got pushed by Kamala whenever he was interviewing him on wrestling one time. Or it's like, hey, cool, this is the guy that was out on the ranch whenever gorgeous Jim Garvin had to be David Von Erich's valet for a day. But obviously over the years, I learned that Bill had a whole lot more to offer to us than great stories from wrestling, although we certainly did love to hear those stories about the Von Erichs. And when I think about what I learned in Bill's class and at North Texas is that even though play-by-play and the broadcast business, it always changes. It changed in your time in the business, Bill, and it's changed in the last 20 years for me. But the bottom line is nothing beats preparation, hard work, knowing your stuff, treating people with respect, and those are all great things that we learned in your class. So what a tremendous legacy it is that you have with folks working. I've been blessed to work in the NBA now for over a decade, folks in Major League Baseball, doing Division I collegiate football at the highest levels. It is a tremendous legacy that the North Texas Broadcast Department has, and it wouldn't have that if it weren't for all of your hard work and dedication and your passion for teaching and for students and making young, crazy guys like me better. So thanks for all you've done, Bill, and congratulations on a well-deserved honor, my friend.
Hi, this is Dave Barnett, and I'm at Fenway Park in Boston. I can't be with you, and Bill, it's really your fault because you taught me well enough at North Texas to be able to take advantage of the incredible opportunities I've had in broadcasting, beginning at KRLD through the Mavericks, the Spurs, ESPN, and now following in your footsteps with the Texas Rangers. It is a great honor, and I wish I could be there to celebrate with you, but it is well-deserved. And I know I speak for all of us who have been taught by you that there's nothing we look back on in our days at North Texas with more gratitude than our time spent with you. Thank you, and very much you deserve to have this great night in your honor.
The dedication of this room is made possible through donations from his former students and colleagues who have organized the Mean Green Media Association. As an instructor and announcer at North Texas, Bill Mercer has influenced so many lives, and those former students now carry on his legacy. The Bill Mercer Press Club, in honor of a remarkable man with a golden voice.